What is going on, y'all? It is the Caveman back at it again with another video. And if you're a football fan, I'm sure you've been following the drama that has been surrounding the Green Bay Packers and specifically Aaron Rodgers. Is he going to return to Green Bay? Because he certainly, as he's made it very clear, is unhappy with the Packers. Obviously, he just did not want to go back to the Packers this offseason. And as fans, as we've watched the situation unfold, we've gained our own personal opinions on the entire situation. I'm going to give you my thoughts in just a second. Before I do that, you guys know the drill around here. Mott's applesauce. Eat, drink, consume your Mott's. If you're ever hungry, thirsty, whatever it might be, if you need to satisfy some satisfying, get your Mott's applesauce. I promise it will never fail you. You have the Caveman guaranteed. Now, I'm not going to spend half of this video going through each and every little thing that has led up to the present day situation surrounding the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers. Everybody knows the little shit that has been adding up over the last couple months, even the last couple of years now. Obviously, as fans, we're on the outside of this situation. We can only form our opinions based on the public information that has been released. And I've noticed that fans have perceived the situation in two different ways. One way being that Aaron Rodgers was completely mistreated. The Packers disrespected him time and time again, and he has every right to be acting the way he has been. And the other way that fans have been looking at this situation is that Aaron Rodgers is just being a complete asshole crybaby. He's being dramatic about the entire thing. He should just play freaking football and stop acting like he runs the entire world. And that is what Aaron Rodgers has been kind of doing. You know, I can't lie, but I'll give you my exact thoughts in just a minute. As of yesterday, I'm sure you heard, Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers came to an agreement which brought Aaron Rodgers back to the Packers for this season at least, and maybe the next season after that, depending on how the season goes. Basically, the deal says that if Aaron Rodgers is happy with the Green Bay Packers after this coming season, then he'll stay. If he's unhappy, then the Packers are obligated to pretty much trade him, and he can go wherever he wants. Rodgers gets this last dance that he wanted with the Green Bay Packers, and if it goes the way he wants it to, then he can stay. If it doesn't go well, then he can go wherever he wants at the end of the season. He essentially got exactly what he wanted by forcing his hand on the Packers, essentially by bitching and crying, as some fans would say. So this situation has turned out to be relatively interesting because I really don't think the Packers season can go much better than it did last year. I mean, Aaron Rodgers won MVP. They made it to the NFC Championship game. The only way it gets better is if they win the Super Bowl, right? I think that's the only way that that season gets any better. So in my opinion, I think the only way that Aaron Rodgers ends up staying with the Packers after the season is if they win the Super Bowl this year, which I really do not see happening. So next offseason is going to be pretty wild because I do expect Aaron Rodgers to be on the move. But that's a conversation for another day. Do I think Aaron Rodgers has been a crybaby this entire time just trying to get what he wanted, or do I think he's actually smart? Well, I will start by saying this. I do think the Green Bay Packers have to take a majority of the blame for how things have panned out up to this point. Regardless of how small or petty some of the situations have been, they truly have mistreated Aaron Rodgers time and time again by releasing Jay Kumro after, Rodgers praised the guy, by trading Randall Cobb, by drafting Jordan Love, by kicking the field goal at the end of the NFC Championship game. Time and time again, they've just kind of given the finger to Aaron Rodgers numerous times throughout the last couple of years. So yes, long story short, I do think Aaron Rodgers was smart, and I do think he had every right to be upset about how things have played out up to this point. I also will say that I think Aaron Rodgers was a bit childish and dramatic with the whole thing as well. I mean, he really made it into this big stink by making little side comments on national television. He was just making comments here and there that started rumors. He was doing a lot to really stir the pot, which I thought was really dramatic. I mean, Aaron Rodgers really made it seem like he would rather die than go back to the Green Bay Packers. Now, here we are a couple months later, and he's going back to the Green Bay Packers. I just think he could have handled it a little bit differently. I think he was a little unprofessional, if you will. But he did earn the right to force his hand on Green Bay just because he's been such a great quarterback for them and how he's been mistreated up to this point. I do think he earned the right to force his hand. But I'm not done. The real morons in this entire situation are the Green Bay Packers, and not because they mistreated Aaron Rodgers, but because they just simply refused to listen to trade offers for the guy. I don't understand this thinking. Why would you not open your ears to what people have to offer for your Hall of Fame quarterback? Because that return, I would imagine that return is pretty damn massive. If I was running the Green Bay Packers, I would have accepted one of these motherload offers that one of these teams would have been offering me. How do you not? I mean, some of these returns had to be through the roof. So Rodgers would have been out the door if I was the GM of the Packers, and let me tell you why. Green Bay has not won the Super Bowl since 2011 with Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback. Heck, I don't think they've been able to even make it to the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback ever since that year. Season after season, they've gotten to the championship game, but have not been able to finish the job to make it to the big Super Bowl game. They just have not been able to do it. Time and time again, it looked like it was their conference to take home, and they just could not get the job done. And now Tom Brady, with that stacked Buccaneers roster, is in the NFC. What makes anybody think that next season, Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to take that team down with that Packers roster? He wasn't able to do it last year, and he had an an MVP caliber season. He won MVP and wasn't able to do it last year. What makes anybody think he's going to be able to do it this year? And the Buccaneers struggled last season. I mean, they really truly struggled up to that NFC Championship game. They just really were not able to get into a rhythm. And finally, they were able to near the end of last year. But I mean, if there was a year that it was going to happen, it would have been last year. Now that the Buccaneers are all on the same page, they're going to be able to go into next season on the same page. What makes anybody think that the Packers and Aaron Rodgers are going to be able to take that Buccaneers roster down? I don't buy it. So the Packers couldn't do it before Tom Brady got there. They're not going to be able to do it now that Tom Brady's here. Why keep banging your head against the damn wall? Like I said earlier, the only way I see Rodgers staying with this team after this season is if they win the Super Bowl. And as you can probably tell, I don't think that's going to happen. I just think that the Rodgers-Packers era has come to an end. I think their best opportunities to win are probably behind them. Why continue to bang your head against that same damn wall and expect different results? I truly don't think that Tom Brady is going to retire for another 3 or 4 years. So you sell Aaron Rodgers right now, use the pieces you would get in that return to rebuild and develop a new roster, and then gear up as that young team once Tom Brady retires to be the next up-and-coming team in the NFC, and then you can dominate for another decade long with that young team you developed in that return. It just makes sense to me. I don't know what the Packers are doing. That's just my thinking. I just think the Packers are holding on to false hope with Aaron Rodgers at this point. They're not going to have any different results than they did last year. And to make it even worse, whatever return they're going to get next season for Aaron Rodgers is not going to be anything like it could have been this offseason, so it's going to be even less. I just think the Packers ultimately screwed themselves by taking this deal. They could have moved on from him. Yeah, that's just my thinking. I want to know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you think I'm crazy for that theory that the Packers should have traded Aaron Rodgers? Do you think Aaron Rodgers was a crybaby this whole time? Do you think he deserved the right to force his hand? Do you think he was smart? Any thoughts you might have, leave them down below. If you enjoyed the video, and I hope you did, please like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. If you want to hit the bell to be notified when I upload, I would appreciate that. If you want to go over to Twitter, follow me over there. I would appreciate it as well. I'm a part of the Built-in Buffalo content creation team. If you enjoy Buffalo Bills content, be sure to follow and subscribe to us on any social medias that you may have, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.